Biking. It's a popular activity here in Boston.
Biking for me, it's a good way to just relax and disconnect a little bit. It's also a good workout.
Despite many parts of the city not having the infrastructure necessary to make it safe. Here on the Charles River campus of Boston University, improvements have been made in the past few years, but not without tragic motivations. On December 6, 2012, BU photojournalism student Christopher Weigel was struck and killed in a collision with a truck here in West Campus. In the wake of this accident and several others, the state approved the protected bike lanes on Commonwealth Avenue that can be seen and used today. But local cyclists say there are still risks that come with biking in Boston.
I feel more at risk when I'm biking down Com Ave. They see pedestrians as like something that you respect, but many times, especially in larger ways like Commonwealth and some of the other streets around Commonwealth, they see bikers as something that they don't really like there. You just have to be cautious, and you have to know that some cars will probably not stop, so you have to be the one that stops because cars don't really consider you to have the right of way. They have the right of way.
It was mostly the problem was is that there are certain parts of the bike lanes that are sectioned off, that have a little barrier between the road and the lane, but there's a lot of parts that don't have that, and so people like to turn right into those lanes often, or sometimes they'll even park right in the bike lane when they're not supposed to. So it was a little difficult sometimes navigating around, but all in all, it was okay. A lot of the time when I was biking, cars were trying to sort of take over the road, especially, like I said, in the bike lanes, they like to take them over. Especially here. In other places I biked, they were a little more friendly towards bikers, but here I think cars still definitely like to own the road. I try and when I'm biking, I sort of treat it as if I'm driving a car. I try and use hand signals as much as possible. I will often stop at red lights so that people don't get annoyed at me if I don't stop, because that's kind of a big complaint people have with bikers here.
But it's not just cyclists who have trouble navigating safely on Boston streets.
On the smaller streets of Boston, like downtown, it's kind of hard to avoid bikers because the streets are so small, so you have to mind each other's distance. But I would say also on Com Ave, there's just so many bikers sometimes, it just makes me a little nervous. Like, I always joke in my car with whoever's next to me, like, oh, what if I ran over someone today? But I feel like the possibility is it's there. That's why I'm joking about it.
So how can Boston improve bike safety? Here's one common suggestion.
I would definitely have more protected bike paths. They're starting to do that more, where they have the bike path and then like a little block of sidewalk so that the cars can't really cross over to the bike path. So I think that's a really good infrastructural change.
I think I would set up more partitions. Like I said before, there were some parts of Cambridge where there actually was a physical divider between the bike lane and the car lanes, and I think I would set a lot more of those up. Just little low ones so that bikes have a more clearly defined lane.
Here's to hoping this pedal-loving city gets some much-needed improvements. In Boston, I'm Justin Tang.